As a child of the 80s, I loved going to Chuck E. Cheese. This place had it all: arcade games, ball pits, delicious pizza, and live entertainment provided by a band of animatronic characters. The animatronic stage show was pretty cool, but there was always something a little creepy about Chucky and his pals. Designer of independent video games named Scott Cawthon must have thought the same thing and released the first Five Nights at Freddy's game in 2014. The plot of this horror title is simple, but that doesn't make it any less freaky. The player assumes the role of a security guard who works the night shift at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a family restaurant very similar to Chuck E. Cheese. The homicidal animatronic characters wander around the restaurant at night, and the player's goal is to simply survive their shifts without being caught by these creatures. This little independent game turned into a phenomenon, spawning numerous sequels, tons of merchandise, and even a live-action film. So in honor of the much-anticipated release of this film, we're going to be drawing Freddy Fazbear himself. This will be a lot easier than surviving a night at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, as I'll be teaching you how to draw Freddy using easy-to-draw simple shapes. It'll be a piece of cake, or in this case, a piece of pizza. So without further ado, let's check our supplies and get started drawing. Okay, Player 2s, let's draw Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's. Now we're going to use the same process we always use. First step is the guideline step, where we take our pencils and we press very, very lightly with our pencils. Eventually we're going to go in and we're going to erase all the pencil lines. So I don't want to press too hard because you're going to end up ripping your paper or smearing your image. The very first thing we're going to do in this drawing is we're going to draw an oval right in the middle of your paper. Make sure to leave a little bit of room at the top and a little bit of room on the bottom. Following step is we're going to draw a straight line right through the middle of our oval. We're going to try to keep everything symmetrical, which means even on both sides. So by drawing this line down here, it splits everything right down the middle. After that, we're going to draw another guideline right about here, very close to the bottom of our original oval, and then we're going to draw a smaller oval at the bottom of that. When we're done with that, we're going to draw like a letter U, or I'm sorry, a letter W. One side here, one side here, and again we're going to try to keep everything symmetrical, even on both sides. Bring that up to the line, and then curve the line so it goes to the end right there. Above that, we're going to draw two circles. One, two. And inside these circles, two smaller circles, we're going to split these with a line right here. Now I know I move kind of fast, Player 2s, but the good thing about this being on YouTube, as I always say, is that you can pause this video, you can rewind this video, you can move at your own pace. Another circle inside of here. Another circle inside of here. Smaller circles right there. Right above these circles that we did, we're going to draw kind of a crescent moon shape. So it's going to be a curve, followed by a larger curve that connects both ends. And we're going to do everything over here, same size. Start off at the bottom this time. And then a curve right there. Now as you can see, our image is starting to take shape. As you can see, his eyes, his nose, and part of his mouth. We're going to finish the mouth by starting right here, drawing a straight line down to here, straight line down to here, and having that just curve just a little bit in there. Right, so again, we'll try to make it symmetrical on both sides. And again, even eye erase. So we should have something that looks very similar to this. If it doesn't look absolutely perfect, it's okay. This is a learning process. Pause your video, rewind the video, try to figure out where you made your mistakes. Moving on, we're going to draw the rest of his mouth. Another curve down here. It goes all the way up to here. Inside here, we're going to draw teeth. So it's just going to be 1, 2 on one side, 2 on here. So you'll have the 4 teeth in his mouth. Starting right about here, we're going to draw a little curve that goes right about halfway to the eye. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. Again, trying to keep everything symmetrical. All the way to the side too. Starting right at the top up here. Whoops. We're going to draw a rectangle. The slightly diagonal line on top there. Slightly diagonal top line on there. And a little curve that will close that up and give us that image of a top hat. Starting right about here, we're going to draw a rectangle. We're going to try to keep it symmetrical over here. We're going to draw another rectangle, and we're going to draw Freddy's ears. So by drawing Freddy's ears, we're going to do a line across here. We're going to do this on both sides. A line across there, and then a curve, kind of like a curved letter V connected to there. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and we're going to try to keep this even, keep this the same size. Inside here, we're going to do the very same thing, straight line, follow the inside there for the inside of the ear. Line, curve right there. We're going to add a couple details. 1, 2, 3 dots here. 1, 2, 3 dots there. And there you have it with step 1. Step 2, what we're going to do is we're going to ink over only the lines that are necessary. So the lines that we did in step 1, some of the guidelines, the diagonal line down here, the line here, the little area in the cheeks over here, those images we're not going to go over. But since we've already drawn this image, I'm going to go through this really, really quick. So I want you to take your black felt tip pen or your black magic marker and ink over only the necessary lines. There you have it, Player 2s. We have just completed our drawing of Freddy Fazbear. Now I want you to wait a couple minutes, let the ink dry, grab your eraser and erase all of the pencil lines. This should only leave you with the ink lines, which leaves us with a completely finished image. I really enjoyed this class, Player 2s, and I can't wait for the next one. Great job.